as you know, phone prices are going up yearly, not by a couple of dollars, but by a noticeable 50 or 100. And adding to that, there's sales taxes, which are calculated on the whole phone's retail price. However, as expenses keep rising, the typical family's budget for buying smartphones keep decreasing every single year. You want the camera, you want the battery, and you want the premium feel to it. What exactly is the best solution? Right here, man. This is the Pixel 3a XL. As of May, when it first released, it stood out like a diamond to me. So that's why I have to bring it to you guys to review for the channel. This starts at a price range of $399. However, if you want to spend the extra $80 and get the better camera, better battery, and the better phone with the bigger size, go ahead and get the XL model. Now, in this type of price range, people obviously expect to lose, quality in the areas of photography, battery life, and the display resolution. In the Pixel 3a, that is not concerned. Listen up, you still get the same overachieving camera from the Google Pixel 3. It's just, again, the Pixel 3, it was just, the notch was getting on me. The notch was really getting on me. And now also, according to Google, if you were to charge this phone with the charger included in the box, that can guarantee you up to 7 hours of battery life. So, I mean, wait up, whoa, slow down. Wait, what? This is definitely a turning point for most of the people out there. Fast charging speeds which are over the top. What? What exactly am I talking about? That means for you, yes, you don't have to constantly bring around your charger everywhere you go. And now comparing it to an iPhone right over here, my favorite original one, have FaceTime, it's definitely got some competition to it. And you see how it's going to take a lead, the Pixel 3a for the price and what it's offering right now, what I'm just saying to you, is definitely going to take a big lead. However, the whole thing is, for those who crave a bigger screen, you can go ahead and spend the extra $80, like I said before, get the bigger screen with a 6.0-inch OLED display. You can get the Snapdragon 6700 processor, which is standard for all units, and you can get the better battery life, which is 3700 milliamps battery. Let's not forget though, you keep the headphone jack. Yeah, Apple, where's your headphone jack, man? See, Apple killed the headphone jack for us, and you gotta really thank Google for the price that they're giving us back the headphone jack. The ability to hear audio without using a dongle. And no, correct me on this if I'm wrong. It's not pronounced Durango, definitely not dangle or dango. No, guys. It's dongle. D-O-N-G-L-E, dongle. Like, okay, whatever. Trust me, I've heard so many variations of this thing over, the whole time period where iPhone 7 released to right now, and it's getting up on me. Anyways, however, with all these pros of the phone, we definitely will have cons. One of the things which I felt that was pretty suckish is that there's no wireless charging. As you know, wireless charging is changing the world. And one reason for them not including wireless charging in this device may be that wireless charging isn't everywhere yet. So for example, a lot of places like Starbucks have implemented wireless charging, and obviously these phone stores, they have wireless chargers. So if you go in there, if you have a Qi wireless device, you put it on there, you're good to go charge your device. I don't think it's a big issue because it's not everywhere yet, so I'll let that slide, I'm not gonna count that one. However, as you can see over here, it's definitely got a chin and a forehead. It's definitely got some visible borders right over here, and for Google, this is a step forward and making like a better display with no annoying notch, but it's also a step backward, As companies trying to get rid of this whole, you could say border around the screen, which is referred to as a bezel most often, Google's trying to put more of it, which honestly people did do more when they had the Pixel 3 regular because the notch was pretty much getting on their nerves. Anyways guys, it's $399 for a really decent phone. Like, I gotta say, I've used this phone for around, you could say, 48 hours, and I have loved every minute I spent with this phone. Comparing it to my S10, which I'm currently using as my daily driver, I've had more fun typing on this one, and I have more fun just like, bring this around. It's ultra light, it's got a sleek look. Like, honestly, it's plastic, but you don't feel if it's plastic. You feel like it's an iPhone 7 matte black. It's already giving you what an iPhone doesn't have. For example, a fingerprint sensor, if you can see that right over there, and is giving you a headphone jack. Alright, we've already talked about the headphone jack. I don't want to get up in the dongle business anymore, but it's half the price nearly from the iPhone XR. So basically, while we're back over here, adoring the whole nice phone, I really got to give props to Google for putting this G over here for, just remembering me. I know I'm G. Google, I know you're totally putting the G over here, not for your company, but for me. Anyways, guys, but as you can see, if this price becomes a trend for all these phone companies like Apple, Samsung, and Google, which it already has become for Google, the phone industry may success a little bit more. And now, the whole thing is, Samsung and Apple are already there with their budget-minded cell phones, which weren't, that different from the price range as they were back in like 2014 or 2016, but people just don't have the need to spend that money anymore. No matter how great the phone can be, it might have the best camera, it might have the best battery, it might have the best form factor, but no, some people just don't want to spend money, and I totally get it. You want to use a phone for a phone, but if you really are craving the upgrade, consider this phone. It's a really nice phone, starts at a decent price, which is affordable, and as you can see, iPhone XR, I don't know if you guys heard about this or not, but it's just not doing as well as it was supposed to do, or as it was predicted by Apple in the last quarter report. So there's definitely some stuff going on in the phone industry right now. It's not as stable as it was supposed to be. It's pretty much, you could say, a warning sign for all these companies to start decreasing their prices on their cell phones. But as far as, we're getting a little off track right now, but as far as I've been using this phone, it's just marvelous, guys. You know what, man? Just check out some of these camera works that were like on this phone. They're marvelous, man. It's like compared to the Samsung Galaxy S10, which is actually right now the industry's pro, besides Google Pixel 3, it's definitely taking a nice lead. Now, if you can see, the whole, you could say, shot that I just took over here, it's got a nice video stabilization. It's got really, really nice color correction stuff. And if you can see, there's a little picture mode, which I'm experimenting with right now, and you can go ahead and get all the aspects of what you look. Again, I see where Google's going, and I like where they're going. And one other thing I want to give props to Google for doing is putting Touch ID sensor in the back. Life with this sensor on the Samsung Galaxy S9 for me was incredible. Literally, if you can see right here, let me just get out of this app. Literally, as you can see over here, this swipe gestures, if you just do this, drop down the whole menu. And honestly, this was like the most addicting thing. When I switched to the iPhone XS, and when I got my S10, I was like, damn, I can't do this anymore. However, though, if Apple does want to take a lead in this game, they're going to have to push out the SE2, which is totally a concept. And I really hope that that concept becomes a real life scenario, because the SE2 is a marvelous phone. Just think about it. An iPhone 5S form factor with an infinity display and the specs of an XR or a 10R for most people. That's a pretty big game changer for Apple. And if it started at $500, I can guarantee right now, I will literally buy that phone when it first comes out. And I'm pretty sure other people will also love buying this phone, because it's Apple, affordable, and you get what you want in a small size. Because phones these days are getting bigger and bigger. It's convenience, obviously. But if they make the phone a little smaller with the infinity display, Type-C, we are locked and loaded, my friend. And that will be the Pixel 3a of the Apple company. And no means right now am I saying that Apple's current phones are bad. It's just that they can definitely improve. I mean, comparing a $700 phone to this $480 phone, I'm like, wow. Like, Apple? What? Apple's not so much the best company anymore for phones? Shh, you didn't hear that from me, alright? We're gonna edit this part out. But anyways, regardless, by just looking at this device itself and just feeling and using this device, it's definitely a best bang for the buck. Honestly, I am considering switching to this as my daily driver, but my S10, I like it for wireless charging capabilities. I like it for the Type-C. This Type-C cable, by the way, is C to C, okay? So please don't go in the store looking for A to C cables, because it's all C to C. And also, one last note, guys. Comparing this to a 720p quality on the iPhone XR, which is $749, and this phone has 1080p for $480 with around the same features and the haptic sensor. Apple, this phone's gonna dent your market. Like, if people aren't addicted to your iMessage and FaceTime protocols, and overall, guys, it's really a good bang for the buck. You get what you want and you don't get upset, to be honest. Like, people may think for the price it may be underpowered, but really it's not. It's just that way that you get from the stock Android Google experience. It's just that how they want to do it and how basically other companies do it. Maybe the other phones have other RAM because A, you're paying for a little bit more, and B, they're running on Samsung Experience or LG type of stuff, and this is just a stock Google skin, so you're actually getting a way better bang for the buck. And again, overall, I would still buy this phone. To be honest, I would actually spend the extra $80 and get the 3A XL model. Till then, make sure you guys go ahead and share my channel, subscribe if you already haven't. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm G, your visitor. Nice to meet you, man. Make sure you go ahead and click that red button. I'm gonna be keeping you up to date with all these little tech news. And guys, make sure you go ahead and share, like, and comment. Did you like this video? And yes, homie, I did get a new set. Looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Anyways, guys, peace out.